What if loneliness isn't the enemy? What if the emptiness you feel isn't because you're alone, but because you've never really met yourself? Think about it. Like you're floating in a crowded room, invisible. Yeah. We've all been there. But maybe, just maybe, loneliness isn't what we think it is. Today, we're going to uncover something powerful. The hidden gift inside your loneliness. You see, loneliness and solitude are often thrown into the same basket. But they couldn't be more different. Loneliness is the ache of missing connection. It whispers, "Someone should be here." Solitude, on the other hand, is the calm of choosing to be alone. It says, "I am here, and that's enough." Imagine two people. One just got out of a relationship. They're scrolling through old photos, hoping for a message, feeling shattered inside. That's loneliness. The other? They've driven up to the mountains with a book, no reception, just peace. They're alone, yes, but they feel whole. That's solitude. The difference? One feels empty without others. The other feels full with themselves. Loneliness isn't caused by being alone. It's caused by believing that your happiness depends on someone else's presence. That your self-worth relies on their attention. That joy only exists when someone else reflects it back to you. But when we hand over the keys to our happiness to other people, what happens when they leave? We're left outside, locked out of our own joy. You feel that, right? The anxiety when they don't reply. The drop in your chest when plans get cancelled. The scrolling through social media, comparing your life to others. That is dependence. And dependence often disguises itself as love. Part of the problem is how we're raised. We live in a culture that glorifies connection. Don't eat alone. Call someone. Go out. Be seen. Solitude. It's often confused with failure. If you're not constantly surrounded by people, you must be broken. Right? But here's the truth. Our culture is addicted to distraction. It keeps us running, from silence, from stillness, from self. Because silence forces us to listen. And sometimes, we're afraid of what we'll hear. Let me share a story. Thousands of years ago, before becoming the Buddha, Siddhartha was a prince who left everything behind to seek truth. For 6 years, he practiced extreme self-denial with 5 other monks. They meditated, starved themselves, pushed their bodies to the edge. But one day, Siddhartha realized something profound. Hurting the body doesn't free the mind. So, he stopped. He walked to a nearby village, and ate. That one act broke the code. His friends saw it as weakness. They left him, disappointed, confused, convinced he had failed. And there he was. Alone. Abandoned. No disciples. No status. Just a man under a tree, and his breath. But instead of despairing, he sat quietly. And that stillness, without validation, without recognition, became the doorway to his enlightenment. Solitude didn't crush him. It revealed him. And maybe, that same doorway is waiting for you too. You don't have to be a monk or live in a forest. Solitude is something you can practice, right now. And here's how. 1. Shift your perspective. Stop calling it being alone. Start calling it returning to yourself. Instead of fearing silence, welcome it. Ask yourself, what part of me am I running from when I always need noise? 2. Create a solo ritual. Build a sacred space in your day that's just for you. 15 minutes. No phone. No music. No distractions. Just sit. Breathe. Or write in a journal. Ask, how am I, really? You might be surprised by what answers you. Steve Jobs was known to take long walks alone before big decisions. Solitude was his secret weapon. 3. Fill the space with meaning. Don't just sit in loneliness, transform it. Use that time to learn a new skill. Move your body. Read something that nourishes you. Start a creative project. Or just rest without guilt. When you fill your solitude with intention, you stop waiting for someone else to give your time value. You give it value. Solitude isn't just spiritual. It's science-backed. Research shows people who regularly spend time alone, by choice, have better emotional regulation. They're more creative, more self-aware, and bounce back from stress faster. Even Einstein, Wolf, and Tesla praised solitude. It's in that quiet space that breakthroughs happen, not just in science, but in the soul. Here's the tough truth. Everyone you love, everything you own, will one day be gone. Not out of cruelty. Just the nature of life. When we stop clinging, we stop suffering. When we realize that the only lasting home is within, we stop fearing change. You don't need to detach from the world. You just need to stop depending on it for your peace. Let's try something together. For the next 3 days. No social media after 8 p.m. 20 minutes each night, just you and a journal. Write down, what am I feeling right now? No filters. No edits. And that's it. Just meet yourself, wherever you are. At the end of those 3 days, you might not feel cured. But I promise, something will shift. You'll feel more grounded. More clear. More you. If no one texts back. If you don't have weekend plans. If the silence feels loud. Remember. You're not alone. You're with yourself. And that matters. Happiness isn't something we wait to receive. It's something we build, inside out. And it starts with this question. Can I learn to enjoy my own company? Because once you do, you'll realize something incredible. You are never truly alone. You are always with the one person who matters most. You. If this message spoke to you, leave a comment. This is how I practice solitude. Let's inspire each other with ways to come home to ourselves. And if you want more stories and tools to heal your mind, hit that subscribe button and join us each week. Until next time. Be still. Be kind. And don't be afraid of your own presence.